Alright everybody, I've been trying to make a breakdown of my Minecraft track for a long time, but I'm extremely lazy, so here we are. I also don't want to do a lot of video editing, so my cuts are gonna suck. Here's the deal with this. Plunderphonics is really neat. It is creating music out of sounds that already exist. So this is stuff that I either took straight from the game or sampled, but this is the actual track. And we've got ourselves, of course, some nice coloring because you've got to have that. So when I first started all this, I wanted to be using samples that moved me. So in the very beginning, I knew I really liked just C418's music in general, but Floating Trees in particular was something I loved. So this is the whole track of Floating Trees, if you've heard it. This plays typically on the menu screen for Minecraft. Anyhow, there's a particular part that I really like that has this kind of airy, breathy quality to it. I can handle it like it's a keyboard and play it on different notes. So for example, listen to all this peaking. This is in the beginning before I realized that there were things like limiters and all that, or at least that I could use them. But I can create chords out of this, so... or even something like... The next sample I really liked was from a song called Bettin', so it's not technically Minecraft, but I thought it counted because it's C418. I've used that sample a couple other times as well in different songs. Generally, the hardest part for me is actually constructing a compelling and interesting melody based on samples. So we've got our sample here. And after playing around for a while, I kind of liked how this went. But I didn't think that was going to be sustainable for an entire song, so I thought, let's play around with some other ways of doing this. Perhaps we have something simple like this. And let me get Floating Trees in here, because I think Floating Trees has one of the most nice sounds. Adding these two together, you've got some really interesting kind of airy sounds, which is how the game feels to me, and that's what I was going for. But frankly, this sucked. Of course, I also wanted to get drums going, just straight up sample it out of the game. With that kind of thing, I can establish myself a nice beat, and then just create drums. I'm really compelled by the creative soundtrack, so I also used blind spots here. There's a tail end bit that sounds really nice. You might recognize this. It's actually in reverse. So to unreverse this thing, what we really have here is the beginning of the song. Go listen to it on your own time, it's fantastic. I tried some different techniques, just messing around, playing, seemed what I liked, and I found this interesting chord structure. The astute among you have seen the remix probably recognize this, so I thought, can I add something else to this, perhaps, like my blind spot sample? Let me show you another thing I tried out. I really like this. This is pretty compelling. Let's see if we can layer it in with just a quick... Then you could simply add some... You get the point. I actually tried some stuff from a sample from Tazwell that I never used in the song. So I had stuff like this. All this needs more energy, needs more structure, so let's see what I can play around with and kind of create a structure out. It's really doing something for me, and that's very close to what you've heard in the final product. What is this? I've left all these random... Wow. I actually really like this. LOL. Alright, so when we break it down a little bit, then we've got ourselves the sample from before that has a little more structure to it. Instead of having it landing pretty straight, squarely on the beat. I wondered if we could spice that up and kind of play it on and off the beat. Add in some of this.